Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I like to do my keyword research for local businesses. So it's a slightly different strategy that I have mentioned before, but this works for any type of local business. We're going to be taking a look at two different websites, both in very different industries, and we're going to be picking apart the best parts of both. So the first website is a renewables company. They basically install solar panels in the UK, and the second website is a law firm. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be showcasing you, or I'm going to be showcasing you what they have essentially done, and I'm going to be visualizing this for you as well. So obviously first website, or both websites actually, they both have a homepage, right? Now the second part to this is what we want to be doing is setting up what's called a service page, right? So these are essentially pages that services that you essentially offer. This could be 5 service pages or 15 service pages. It solely depends on what you do as a company, right? So for example, if we take a look at atlanticrenewables.co.uk, as we can see here, they have got commercial solar PV, they've got developers, builders, landlords, farmers. So these are all the areas that they basically install solar panels for, right? So for example, developers, so they must do a lot of solar panels for newly developed residential areas, or potentially even commercial development areas as well, right? So it looks like that they are fitting a load of solar panels on different houses, farms, etc. And this page is essentially going after that. So developers, and if we take a look at fortin-law.co.uk, they've got a very similar setup, even though there are two completely different websites, not in the same industry by any means. They have essentially got criminal defense services, dispute resolution and claims, employment law, family law, immigration, visas, personal injury, negligence, residential, wills and trusts and planning, etc., etc. And then they also have another section here where it's like for businesses as well. So very similar to these guys, they've got homeowners, they've got technology, and commercial. These guys have for you, so it's more like personal solicitors, and then they've also got business solicitors as well. So like business disputes and commercial litigation, business immigration, commercial real estate, corporate and commercial, GDPR, debt recovery services, etc., etc. So you get the point, right? They have got a lot of service pages. Now, one thing that I would say is that the service pages here, they will probably be the hardest ones to rank for, mainly because there's going to be a lot of people trying to rank for business litigation solicitors, or commercial real estate solicitors, or lawyers, for example. By the way, just so you American guys know, solicitors means lawyers. In the UK, we just call them solicitors. Just a heads up, whenever I say solicitors, it means lawyers. So one thing that I would be doing is getting a list of services that you provide as a company, and obviously having a dedicated page for them. Now, one thing to do as well is never try to have multiple services on the one page unless you think the intent matches that. So what I mean by that is, if we were to take a look at this website here, right, they've obviously got for you, they've got family law, and then they have divorce and separation, and they have child issues, they have cohabitation rights, international family law. They've essentially they've not grouped all of these into one page, because they know that it deserves its own page. So if we were to do divorce and separation, divorce and separation, actually what we'll do is do this, lawyers. So as you can see, divorce and separation lawyers, you can very quickly see that there is a lot of pages from multiple different websites that's trying to go after that keyword. Now, if we were to do the exact same thing, for example, for family law and cohabitation rights, and let's just take a look and see cohabitation rights, and as you can see here, even if we were to just take cohabitation agreement, lawyers, right? So as we can see, we've got similar websites but different pages. So Slater and Gordon, as you can see, Slater and Gordon, and co-op legalservices.co.uk, co-op legalservices.co.uk. But again, this is their divorce solicitors page, and here is their oh, that's the wrong page, and here is their cohabitation agreement solicitors page. So two separate pages, same website at the top, but different website, different web pages. So just make certain that if you are looking to scale out your service pages, you are actually looking at breaking them down the correct way, because you can break them down too much. Like for example, teeth whitening and whitening teeth, it's the same page, if that makes sense. You don't need to break it down that much when you are doing that. Then what we are looking to do is building out location based pages, so areas that you actually serve areas do you actually serve your services to. So if we take a look at this website here, for example, they have got Edinburgh, and then if we actually duplicate this, I'm going to take a guess, and they say they also have a page for Glasgow. Yeah, they do. Let's take another guess. Manchester. They don't actually have one in Manchester. London. Nope. Aberdeen. No. Right. Okay. So I've got two examples anyway. They've got one in Edinburgh and they also have one in Glasgow. So the good thing about these service pages is, these location pages, is you can actually have multiple of them. Actually, they do have quite a lot. So they've got Dundee, they have Edinburgh, St Andrews, so on and so forth. And as you can see, they've essentially got a very similar strategy, where they're just scaling out locations, and they are tweaking the content a little bit and basically saying which services they actually provide in that area. So these are actually internally linked. That's a really bad arrow, but these location-based pages actually internally link to their service pages, which is really good, really smart strategy. Atlantic Renewables don't actually do this. I would love to see them do this, because again, a lot of people would search, for example, if I wanted solar panels, I might search solar panels in Oldham or solar panels in Manchester, and so on and so forth, right? Solar panels in Stockport. So if you can scale out location pages, definitely do it. It doesn't take that much time. Once you have a preset template, you can virtually duplicate that page and essentially start scaling out to different locations. And then the next section, and we're actually running out of a little bit of space here, is the blog posts. Now, the blog posts, if you are a newer website, it's definitely worth doing, mainly because the fact that you can very quickly scale out organic SEO traffic by going after long tail keywords. So what I mean by that is, how many solar panels do I need for my website? Or not for my website. How many solar panels do I need for my house, right? You can create a blog post on this explaining how to calculate how many solar panels you need. Maybe it's based off of the amount of rooms that you have. Maybe it's based off of the amount of people that live in your house. I actually don't know the answer to that, but I can guarantee that a lot of people would definitely be searching something like that. So going after long tail keywords with your blog articles, it will definitely help in that scenario. So this is something that you should be scaling out on any website, not just local websites. Highly recommend this for e-commerce, SaaS, etc. So yeah, that has been my video on keyword research for local businesses. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. If you guys want a free 15-minute growth strategy call for your website, make sure to check out kajra-.com. The link is in the description down below. Thanks.